What is up, Broncos country? Josh Dover out here at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit. It was day 5 of Broncos training camp, and I have 5 observations after 5 days to share with you coming up next. All right, so what are my observations after 5 days of football practice out here at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit? 3 straight days with some pads. They're popping. It's sounding like, it's feeling like some real football. So, number 1, well, it's the biggest takeaway that I have. Cecil and I have talked about it a bunch on the radio show side of things. Tune in 10 to 2 every day on The Fan, 104.3 or denversports.com. It's Evan Ingram, man. The addition of this guy, the Joker, as he's been dubbed, it has been impressive to watch. And I keep telling people, it's not about these crazy numbers that we're seeing or numbers of catches he's going to have, numbers of touchdowns he's going to put up this season. To steal my man Cecil's term, it's the declaration of influence. This guy is making safeties move by shoulder swivels. This dude's bringing a corner from the outside with him as he turns and pivots towards the inside. This guy is going to cause havoc on defenders at the NFL level. And like I said, I like some numbers to follow that. But even if they don't, his influence on this team and what he's going to be able to do to help Bo Nix open up stuff on the outside for one-on-ones with his wide receivers, keep things contained in the middle of the field where they really didn't do a lot of work a year ago, man, Evan Ingram is going to have a big, big season with these Denver Broncos. So that's been my biggest takeaway because it's been such a great thing to see this year. Number 2, Bo Nix asking questions and asking all the right questions. By the way, say what up to Rock and Roll Brian, making a little cameo on the show. No worries, Brian. He's out here doing his thing while we do our thing. But number 2 is Bo Nix asking the right questions. And I love this. It's something that he's doing for a couple of different reasons. One, you just want to know what you're seeing. But I think there's another layer to that. He wants to get on the same page as Sean Payton. He wants to see the game through the same lens that Sean sees it through. And you know why he wants that? So he gets more freedom at the line of scrimmage. It's actually something that we saw right out here a few different times today. Bo directing traffic, checking things, changing things at the line of scrimmage. The more Sean understands that he understands that they're looking at the game through the same lens, he's going to give Bo that much more freedom at the line of scrimmage. So I absolutely love that. Ask all the questions right here at Training Camp Bo Nix. It's going to lead to a even healthier relationship than you already have with your head coach. Something else, he's not going to say it, and he was actually asked about this on Saturday when he met us media folks about it being his team. And Bo's never going to be like, yep, it's my team. They do what I say when I say it. That's not going to be the case. But it's so clearly his team. The things that his teammates are saying, that the defenders are saying about how smart he is, how much more control he is in. And I'll share a quick story right in front of us here on Tuesday's practice. It's the drill where they just throw the ball into the net and they have like the big, dummies standing in front of them and you got to get through them or over them. Well, Bo was moving those dummies around while the backup quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, and then Sam Ehlinger would throw. Last year, that was Jarrett Stidham doing all that, throwing flags in the sky and, being the voice of the quarterback room. Steady's pretty quiet this time around. And you know why? Because it's Bo's team. It's Bo's time. Bo knows it. The rest of the team knows it. He doesn't have to say it. It's just so obvious that this is finally Bo Nix's team. Now, from outside perspective, lawnmower guy's going by. We'll give him a second. What's up, lawnmower dude? Shout out to you. If you still ask, like your friend, let's say football fan, and maybe doesn't pay attention to the Broncos, hey, who's the face of the Broncos? I think a lot of folks are still going to say Sean Payton. I have a sneaky suspicion that by week 6, 7, 8, people are going to start to say, that Bo Nix, man, he's a true player at this NFL level, and we'll start to look at this team as Bo Nix's team from everybody's perspective. All right, that's 1. That's 2. How about number 3? Little bit of a slower start for Courtland Sutton. And that was by design. 1, he didn't have his new deal done. That got done this week. And then now he's fully participating in team drills and everything they're asking him to do. He was going to be kind of slow rolled out there, according to one Sean Payton. That's just precautionary stuff, right? You don't know where he's at as far as shape goes. Today's July 30th. I don't think anybody's too worried about, and if you are, stop trying to make something out of nothing. I don't think anybody's too worried about the shape that Courtland Sutton's in or the amount of balls that Courtland's caught from Bo on July 30th. We get to August 20th, 25th, and we're still having these same kind of conversations. All right, we can dive a bit deeper into it right now. But he got his deal done. He's still the vocal leader of this football team. He's still the best threat that Bo can throw the football to. So I'm not worried about where Courtland is or may not be as he starts to ramp some things up. They're going to be in San Francisco next week, and I bet you we see a bunch of clips, a bunch of folks talking about how Courtland and Bo are on the same page when they're beating up those San Francisco 49ers. All right, number 4, Marvin MMs. MMs met the media today too. Now, I wondered coming into this, would MMs be used in the same way he was used a year ago because of the addition of Evan Ingram? And probably not, right? You're not going to see all the different movements and pre-snap locations for Marvin MMs. Or so I thought. Saw something today that makes me think Sean Payton's still got a thing or two up his sleeve. Hopefully he doesn't have the bad tattoos that I have up his sleeve with Marvin MMs. And I think you're going to see plenty of him moving from here to there, back and forth a little bit. And that's a beautiful thing because you're going to have to keep a defense guessing. What are you going to do? Double team Court? Keep a safety up because of Evan Ingram's influence in the middle of the field? Well, you're just going to leave your second or third cornerback to get burned by Marvin MMs. And by the way, Troy Franklin's coming around a bit too. So that's going to be CB4 on a guy like Troy Franklin when he's out on the field. Got to get the hand secured, Troy, because you have a chance to make some big-time key plays this year with the Denver Broncos. All right, number 5, my 5th and final observation after 5 days of Denver Broncos training camp. Let's talk some running backs. It's pretty clear to me what this pecking order is at the running back position. JK1, RJ2, Jaleel number 3, and then a damn fullback. Michael Burton. That's who's number 4 in that running back room. Audric Estime's on the outside looking in. Maybe they don't give up and pull the plug on a guy and let him be a practice squad type of dude, break glass in case of an emergency type of fella, and they use him a ton on special teams. We saw that today, him getting some work on special teams as just a guy that's going to be a blocker. And hey, Audric, you're 21 years old, man. You need to be hanging on any way you can to be developed and still be in this league and making money as a football player. But that's what it is. It's JK1, it's RJ2, and then Jaleel, who I need to see a lot more out of before I feel comfortable with him getting a bunch of snaps. But you know what he did today? He beat everybody to that outside edge, the hash marks, and then just took off north up the field. If he can do a little bit more of that, there'll be some room for Jaleel McLaughlin on this football team. But come preseason, I got to see that dude to break at least one tackle because that's something he did not do a year ago. So there we go. 5 observations after 5 days of Broncos camp. It's been outstanding being out here. Make sure you're locked in with everything we're doing. We got Orange and Blue today with Cease and Mace. They're both here every single day and reacting. Make sure you're subscribing to the shows. You can check out Dover on Denver. You can check out what my man Richie, Joey, Jake, Will, all the guys are doing on our Denver Sports YouTube page. And leave a comment. We like to come back and circle. We could be YouTube friends moving forward. Maybe if you leave multiple comments, we become like YouTube besties, all right? So that's it. 5 observations after 5 days, Broncos country. I'm fired up about this football team. You should be too. This has been Dover on Denver, and now I'm done.